okay, it's okay. My name is Andrea Collins, and I have been with Hertz for about a year.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, you're just telling me some funny things that like your customers
My
say to you,
customers,
and, like,
they say crazy things. I had this customer one time, which is like probably one of my good experiences here, because I can relate to parents, like people with kids. And she's like, I booked for a full size. She had a stroller, car seat. And, you know, people get combative. Like, they come to that kiosk, and a lot of time they're forced to use it. But my good thing is, like, don't be scared of technology. Come to it, and you will not regret it. You know what I'm saying? And when they do come, they're always smiling. And I love that when they leave, because I know they were mad when they came. And this lady's like, I've got a car seat. You guys booked me for a full size. It's ridiculously priced. And she had like 4 kids with her. And I'm like, hey, I know. I totally understand. Kids were pulling on her as she was talking to me. I'm like, hey, I've got 7 kids. She's like, no way. You guys say anything just to, you know, build a rapport with the customer. I'm in call center experiences. And I'm like, no, so totally. This is like a Skype conversation. Let me show you something. So I'll pull like my picture off my desk, and I'm like, seriously, I've got 7 kids. So I totally understand them pulling on you, and I'm going to work with you. So you do whatever you want to do. Fill up a bottle, do a sippy cup, and we're going to process this journal in no time. It's going to be quicker than you standing in that line. Well, I was just fine in line, and, you know, people are just, you know, my kids are everywhere, because you have to come from the line with your luggage, and you can't, the kiosk is so small, they can't sit stuff up on it. So I'm like, you know what, put your groceries and stuff up, put your luggage up, hang the phone up, I'll come back. You know, come back, I'll still be here. She came back, and she's like, on the way here, I stopped at Budget, and they're going to get me a van. It's a little bit more, but it's better, and the coverage is cheaper. And I'm like, yeah, but their deposit is a lot more than ours, and we only have a $200 deposit. And I can get you, and it was in Denver, I think. I was like, I can get you a van, you know what I'm saying? We'll get you a better deal. What are they, you know, what are your rates? She told me anyway, and she's like, well, you know, I'm still going to go to Budget, even though you were so nice, and I feel a lot better because, you know, my kids are sitting down now. But I'm like, but you're not going to feel better when you get in that van, and you know what I'm saying, you're getting ready to go, and you can get a Hertz car, comfortable. I was like, I'm sure it's got high mileage. I'm just talking, girl. I don't know if it's got high mileage or not. I'm just saying, you know, dollar, listen to the name. You know, you're getting what you're spending for. I was like, but I'm telling you, put your trust in Hertz and your kids in Hertz, and we'll take care of you. I'll get you a van with a DVD player, and that way when you're driving, you can have your own. I said for mothers, even if it's just driving to the car in peace and quietness, that's a mini vacation to us. You know what I'm saying? So let me get you a van with a DVD player, and matter of fact, I'll get you a van $25 less a day than what they were going to bill her. It was already like a $200 upsell, but more than what her full size car was. But Dollar had charged her more. But she just wanted the van and go because they had a reservation. All she had to do was go. She had already booked it when she had me waiting. I was like, well, yeah. And I'm like, well, if you cancel with them, our deposit is cheaper, and I'll throw in the DVDs. When I said DVD, it was like January 1st for that lady. She was like, DVD? Yeah, and I'm like, she was like, no, you know, and she turned around, looked at the camera, and she's like, you guys have DVDs in the car that you trust with kids? I'm like, yes. We're going to trust you with it because we've got a lost damage waiver. If it breaks or they spill stuff on it or anything, it's covered. You know, she's like, are you serious? Why didn't they tell me $1? I was like, they probably don't even have DVDs. But that's why I waited for you, because I knew you were going to need the DVD. And I saw those 4 boys running around. I knew you wanted a mini vacation when you were driving off here. She's like, just book the van with the DVD.
I love that.
Yes, I love it too.
That was like Christmas Day.
And yeah, she was so happy. She was like, DVD? It was like she didn't even know our vans came, our cars came with them. I'm like, yes, girl. And it took me like 15 minutes to find a vehicle with DVD. But it's like I spoke it into existence. It really was there. I was so happy. We were both happy. It was weird. I was like, I'm so happy because you get to get in the car. You don't have to hear it. You know, earmuffs. You don't have to hear the kids and hear the records and hear the noise. She's like, thank you so much. And it was 4 boys. I've got 4 boys and 3 girls. My 3-year-old daughter and twin girls I just had. And then I've got 4 boys, 10, 8, 7, and 6. So I know it's very stressful. When you get in the car, sometimes when I'm going with my kids, like picture that, I'm happy. I'm like, we're going to take pictures. But as soon as we get in the car, even a car with that many kids, or, you know, it's like, oh my goodness, you know, it's going to be, don't mess up our hair, don't do this, but give them something to do. You know, same thing with her. You know, just keep them occupied. And she was so happy with that. And I was happy that she was happy. That helps my revenue. You upsold, you know what I'm saying? I got me a better
That's great, because it kind of got to be a win for both of you.
It was a win for both of us. And that was like my first month of being on the phone when it happened.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I was only on the phone for like 3 weeks out of the month that I started. But my first bonus check was like well over $2,000, and I was so happy because it's all about just talking to them. If they don't get nervous about the kiosk and you get them on there one time, you've got them. I've got customers that call all the time. They're like, I just want to speak to Andrea, you know. And I'm like,
I love that. You have like regular customers.
I tell them all the time, right after if you want to come back to the kiosk and you don't want to, you know, and you want a quick experience, I'm off the phone in like 3 or 4 minutes tops every time. I don't care what the situation is unless there's a car on hold. But that's why it's called Express Rent. If it's going to take you 7 or 8 minutes, why not stand in line?
Yeah.
I'm going to make it quick for you because I've got 7 kids and I've got my time is precious. And, and that's like a business to me. It may not be a business rental, but it's the same thing. Kids are business. You got to go, you got to go. There's nothing like order. I don't like, you know, instability and things not being in order.
No, that would be really frustrating.
Yeah, so I love it to see them smile when they leave the kiosk.
That's a great story.
And they always say, why don't they just have a line for the people that want to use the kiosk and a line for the people that don't? And because, you know, when they come to the airport, they're like, do you want to use the kiosk? The greeters, do you want to use the kiosk? And he's like, if you just have a line for the people that want to try, it'd be much better. I'm like, yeah, but there's a lot of people that's scared of technology. And sometimes when the phone pops up, I hear the greeters in the background. I have Andrea, do you want to use her? Do you want to use my specialist? And you know how the big TV's right there and our heads are there? I'm like, you know, come here. And they're like, no, we don't want to use it. And then I'm like,
no, we don't want to use it. And
then they're like, okay, we'll use it. And I'm like, yes. And then they come over there like, you're just smiling and begging me to come. I'm like, don't be scared of it. You know, you're going to love it.
It's just like
and
I'm
when
here.
it's over, they're like, you know what? I'm coming back here next time. How do I get you? I'm in Oklahoma City. Call and ask for my name. I'm always here.
I love that.
Yeah, and they always call me and ask me. And I love that. People come to my desk, they're like, someone's asking for you. I'm like, okay, bring them.
I love
and
that.
They don't ever have oh, it's a business. I don't want to upsell. I've got my golf clubs and I'm going to put them all in the trunk. You know, I'm like, that's fine. But, you know, it's 3 dudes going on a golf trip in a Chevy Cruze and your golf clubs are going to be in the trunk. Not such a good look. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me take care of you. Everybody wants to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And when they hear those words, oh, let me take care of you. It's like, oh, you're going to take care of me and do what then? You know?
Yeah.